The topic of the lesson is starting of three-phase motor by methods of direct online starter. Equipment we need for this lesson is the motor itself, three-phase supply. Next is the thermomagnetic fuses, triple thermomagnetic fuses is for power circuit. One-pole thermomagnetic fuse is for the control circuit, contactor, thermomagnetic relay, buttons. Normally closed stop button S0, normally open push button is for starting, and the indicator lights. And of course wiring, colored wiring we use for the building power circuit, and the black wiring we use for building control circuit. So we start with the building control circuit. So I take several wires and we start from the beginning. So we start from the supply. So direct current supply we connect to the one pole thermomagnetic fuse, and from this fuse we take two wires. And the one wire is going to the auxiliary contact of the thermomagnetic relay, is 95, it's normally closed. And the second one is going to the normally open contact, also auxiliary contact, is a 97. Next, from 96 of the auxiliary contact 96, we're going to the button, stop button, normally closed to this position. And from the normally closed path, we're going to the button number, normally open button of starting S1. Next, from the S1 we're going to the relay contact number A1. I'll take this one. So we're going to the A1, and contact A2. Sorry, A2 is the power supply for the relay. We're going to the neutral line. So we connected buttons. And also from the contact, according to the power circuit diagram, you can see here. So we connected fuses, contact number 95, 97 to the S1, and from S1 we connected to the S2. From S2 we're going to the A1 of the relay, and from A2 we connected to the neutral line. Now also we connect contacts, normally open contacts of the contactor number 13 and 14 to the button number 1. We're going to the 13, and from the 14, you can see here, we're going to the A1. This is the 14, and we're going to the A1. Next part, again from the A1, we connected to the green indicator, which show us that the motor is working. So again we going to the A1, and we connect to the green button, and from the green button we're going to the A1 to this position, to neutral line. Now we connected to the yellow button. We show us that the something wrong with the motor. So we connected to the contactor, auxiliary contact of the thermal relay 98. So we connect to the 98, and we connect to the yellow. And from the yellow we connect to the contactor number to the neutral line. That's all. We finish it with the control line. So let's start with the connection of motor. So we take colored wire, and we start connection of the power circuit. So we connect L1, the line 1, we connect to the contact number 1, line 2 is red one, we connect to the contact number, take number 1, so again, the drawer one is connected to the circuit breaker. So let's take red one is the line number 2 and blue is the line number 3. Sorry, it's going to the, my bad. We connect firstly to the tripole thermomagnetic fuse, and from thermomagnetic fuse we use the same colors to connect to the circuit breakers. So red one and blue one. The sequences should be followed strongly. Then from the from the circuit breaker we're going to the contactor. Again we use the same colors of the wires, red and blue. This is blue. Again we continue from the contactor. We're going to the thermomagnetic relay or overcurrent relay. Again same wires and the blue one. So, and from the thermomagnetic relay or overcurrent relay, we're going to the motor. So here you can see that we connect line 1 to the contact of U1 on the motor terminal, line number 2 to the V1, and line number 3 we connect to the W1. And now we have to connect the secondary contacts of the wiring of motor. So what we do, it's two different ways of connection. We can connect by delta connection and the star connection. For the delta connection, we have to change our terminal. For example, from U1 we have to connect to the V2 contact of V2. We have to connect to the W2, and W2 we have to connect to the U2. This is the beginning of wiring and this is end of the wiring. So now let's connect by the star connection. For the star connection we just short circuit all 3 contacts. So I take green one, so blue one. So let's say like this we connect and so let's start. I'm pushing the button, start button. Indicator shows us that motor is working and everything is okay. Let's push the stop button, motor stop. Again we start motor, and let's check that we have some overheating of well. So we take this thermomagnetic relay and you see that it shows us that something wrong. So now let's connect by the delta connection. It was star connection, so I will show how to connect with the delta connection. As I said before, we have to connect by the way. So U1 we connect to the V2 with this one. So V2 we connect to the W2, and W1 we connect to U2. So you see, this is delta connection. So again we start working. The same result. That's all. Thank you for attention.